Alright, I am now live finally. I am a few minutes later than what I put on the schedule, but I don't think anyone was waiting. Let's see here, I'll go to this so I can keep an eye on that. I already did that. I'll take a look here. Perfect. And that looks good there. Everything seems to be running. Hit play there. And unpause the game and continue on. It's about time we go over and, well, I was gonna say fight the 5th gym, but I believe I probably need some training. Oh right, I always forget to hit play on this section as well. There we go. Now my party is actively displayed. It even shows the Pokemon that are holding items, as well as if they have the experience share. I got a specific icon for that. I felt like that would add a bit of flair to my display. And I also forgot to update the name again. It's day 7, not day 6. There we go. Man, I'm totally unprepared for today's stream. But, gotta keep consistency going at the very least. I hope people enjoy reading out fake Twitch chat, because I think there are some amusing quotes in there. No, not the memento. Alright. Experience. Let's see, I got the goggles, so let's take a look in here. Actually, I have the mock bike, so that should be good enough. Execute. Let's see, I should probably switch into Spike. Spike has Pin Missile. Go, Pin Missile. I still need to figure out that spot flickering bug and fix that. I think it's just because it temporarily has no information in that slot. Just have to somehow filter out that information. Porygon! No, not my torrent ability. That is like not an ability that Porygon ever needs. It is now Psychic type. That means Bite is good. It still does very little damage, and it knows Recover. Of course it does. Yay, got a flinch. Let's hit it with another bite. This is not working out. Let's just go ahead and hit it with Thunder Wave. It's gonna spam Recover, isn't it? That's why I was just gonna hit it with the Thunder Wave. Oh, Conversion. Hopefully... Well, it's already paralyzed, so turning into ground doesn't matter. Let's chuck a Great Ball at it now that it's paralyzed. Gotta add Porygon to the list. Nope. Come on, Porygon. I know you have Recover, and that's gonna be annoying. Because Weakening You's not gonna do all that much. Let's do it. No! Porygon, why? You got my hopes up and you destroyed them. Go, Great Ball! Yay, Porygon, you did it! Anyone have a good name suggestion for the Porygon? I'll leave it for a few seconds to see if anyone has an idea. Otherwise, I'll leave it for the name raider later. Bum, 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 bum. Da, da. Alright, no nickname for the Porygon? Alrighty then. To the name raider with you. And I need the bike. Do I have any repels on me? I think I bought some. Yep, just a few. And I know the Pokemon Porygon I think was a higher level, so I should switch Scyther up. Just so I actually repel. I'm really bad at this apparently. Come on. I failed. I'm not prepared for Sky Pillar, I guess. Although in this game, I don't remember if the second visit is the same as in the original game. I need to use another repel just to make sure. I'm not going to go through those. I do have Rock Smash on me, thank goodness. Perfect. And there's nothing that way, so go up the ladder. And I can Rock Smash to pick a fossil. I don't think this choice really matters because I think each of these Pokemon should be available at some point later in the game. In fact, I don't need a Claw Fossil because I know there's an Armaldo in the first route, so I'll take the Root Fossil. And now the tower disappears. I hope the tower didn't have any unique encounters in it that I could miss. Not that I think it matters. Oh right, I had a repel going. Anyway. Whoops. I still need to train Croconaw a bit. But ideally, I think I want a fighting type on the team. Have I caught any? Let's see. Move Pokemon. Porygon is not a fighting type. And I just realized it was likely in the wrong spot. No, box 14 is where I want it. 137. Now I can move it to its actual updated spot. I think it was here. It said 37. $49, $48, $47, $46, $45, $44, $43, $42, $41, $40, $49, $39, $38, $37. So roughly there is where Porygon should go. Oh wait, I need to move. Go straight to box 14 so it all gets dumped into where it wants to be. There we go. Next up, I don't have Surf. I keep hitting that button. I don't need to hit that button. Anyway. What's a good choice? And also, my program didn't update when I swapped. In my program break, what did I do? Yes, my program did in fact break when it was filled with junk information. We will say var temp id equals this. Set the temp ID in here. If temp ID is less than or equal to the database size, that should at least help it from keep it from bugging out. Back to OBS and fixing that. Where is it? Here we are. Alright. Hopefully this doesn't bug out again. Or at the very least, it should stop it from bugging out too hard. Have I fought this Fisher? No, I have not. Let's see here. This has been active. It just takes a while sometimes, I think. Let's just hit it with an absorb. Oh man, 85. That's really low. I'm looking at the viewer count from when I started the stream. Is it really that low? No, it updated. It is higher. It's just much lower than I've seen in the past week. Anyway. Hopefully I still get people dragged in from somewhere. There we go. Interesting. Always good to see statistics. Alright, I definitely added more users into that, I just remembered. It is definitely something funny though. And I'm still distracted. I actually kind of want to scroll down on this, see what's happening. I'm looking at the other people streaming the game. Just wanted to see what the environment looks like. Oh, there I am. Let's keep you out, Cacturn. There we go. I'm sure it's just the only difference is other people probably have a bit more of an entertainment value, probably. But I don't think the amount of viewers actually varies much, even though I have none. Yep. It's still just generally lowish. I don't really have anything good against steel, but that just means the Magnemites are gonna be a pain to deal with. Kinda wish there was a bit better of a reward for going down Cycling Road as fast as possible with no hits, but I don't think there is. Go! Spike! I don't know, Leech Seed. Eh, confusion. Super lame. Growth. No! But at least I got the Leech Seed off. Let's try another growth. Hooray, I already snapped out of confusion. Even better. Sonic Boom's a pain though. I'm not on the high enough levels for it to be what's the word I'm looking for? Irrelevant? Well, I may be confused, but their only Pokemon's gonna die to the Leaf Seed. Wahaha! There we go. I'm just trying to fight every trainer here. Dun 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 dun. I'm just gonna spam a couple growths and then absorb. I don't care about getting the Leech Seed off right now. Go! Oh, paralysis. That's such a pain. Parafusion's even worse. But of course, let's just hit the absorb button. I'm unlikely to make a move while confused and paralyzed. I could take the paralysis chance, but hitting in confusion twice, that's a pain. Go, Alakazam. And I realized something about my program. I forgot to enable the part where the HP bar changes color. I could always take a minute and fix that. I'll do it after the fight. Go, Psybeam! Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Take a look at this over here. Temporarily, I'll drag this here. And just give people a view of what I'm working on. Even though it's a bit obscured in places, it's not really formatted for that. Anyway, I'm looking to see. I have HP bar here. What I really need is this right here. Go back to party slot. And instead of just doing this, I call the update bar like I had before. Because I've been working on this in a lot of the back end part of it, so I've just been messing with all of it. Comma space, max. All this parts go away. Go to HP bar. I wonder if this just works. Yeah, it basically just works. So now I can minimize that. I'll turn this back on. Go to my party, display, and refresh it. And drag it back over. Come on, this should definitely be visible. There we go. Alright, everything looks like it's back and working. And now the color actually updates again for the HP bar. You're not a trainer, are you? He's just talking about the bikes. A lot of rivals. Anyway, something like around here, I think. Alright, encounter. Let's see, I should add in a function on my display alert program just so I can test it every now and again. Because it is not procced in like 20 minutes. I think there's a good reason for that, actually. Because I had it off. Oops, I was not expecting to be slower than a Magnemite. Let's send out Alakazam. Alakazam's my best shot. Go, Psybeam! Alright, now I've debugged part of my stream. There we go. And another trainer fight. Program has spoken. Finally. Kinda wish that was working earlier when people were popping in every now and again. Although I don't know if they would have stayed long enough to have seen it. I'm gonna get decimated by a Thunder Shock. And it used a tackle, even better. Today's plan is to stream for a while. And by a while, I mean hours. I think my record was 4. Which is not too bad, honestly. But if I was able to have more interaction, I could entertain myself more. I'm all out of joke about lemons. So I will just say, when life gives you lemons, you make combustible lemons. Portal 2. Wing attack! Hey! Oh yeah, the Voltorb's only level 6. No wonder I was doing a lot of damage. If anyone has any suggestions for the random alerts, put them into chat if you ever see this comment or whatever. After all, it's just a good way to interact with people if you can just put things into the chat and I can update my programs on the fly. It says to spin in my chair again. Do this. Yeah, if stream becomes bigger, I won't have to use the fake green screen. The chair will be more visible. There is that if people are interested. My hands are more likely to show up. The ooze will disappear if I can get a green screen. That'll only happen if things get bigger. Come on, Scyther! I believe in you! You have failed me, Scyther. Very much so. You have one more chance. Yeah, let's just send out Alakazam. Alakazam almost has another level. Go, Confusion! I think I'm basically at the end. I will, however, switch Alakazam to the front just in case. Ah, he thinks my writing skills are terrifying. Bad pun, bad pun. I had one. Well, I always have bad puns, but like, I'm drawing blanks right now. Well, if I'm drawing blanks, then the fake gun won't fire. Yeah, I don't know if that one was any good. All healed up. Let's go and set Crocodile back in front. Now that I'm here, I can just take a quick trick down. Mr. Briny. Another bad pun. Why not? That was a good one. If you look at my inventory slot number 4, but why not? I got that one. That was pretty good. Take me to Petalburg. I actually really like how there's multiple ways you can get back to Petalburg at this point in the game. You could have taken the lift up, gone through Meteor Falls, and dropped down and go through the forest again. Or you could take Mr. Briny back after taking Cycling Road. Or you could even have just gone to the Whismer Cave. So it says. Alright, what was I talking about? Oh yes, Whismer Cave. And then you just take that back down through the forest. There's like 3 different rooms you can go through. Routes to get back here. I'm thinking I'm sorely underleveled. Bum 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 ba dum dum. I don't even have an electric type to deal with this, or an ice type. Let's just spam water gun and hope for the best. That is not going to do anything. Alakazam, you're my last hope. My party composition is terrible. No! Go Scyther! Wing attack! That was terrible. Actually, I think Croconaut could do alright. Let's hit it with a pin missile. Hey, Spike, you survived. Only to be a disappointment. Croconaut, you're my last hope. Bite, bite. So close. I was never gonna win this fight, was I? I'm super underleveled for this. go! Thunder Wave! If I had risked the Thunder Wave earlier, I may have been able to get out of this. In fact, let's do this. It says to tell a bad pun. Well, the reason I called my Dragonite T instead is because it's female, so I couldn't call it Mr. T. I don't know if that counts as a bad pun. Anyway, Twister. We'll see if the revive was worth it. I think it should be, because I never got a chance to attack originally. Ooh, I even got the confusion off Psybeam. Parafusion, don't let me down. It let me down. No! Where do I get sent back to? That's actually not bad. Because now I can actually quickly go and get more levels. And I say quickly, but it's not going to be that quick. Darn, I had one collision too. Alright. Since I don't have Surf, I can't really advance to higher level areas. So realistically, the Volcano is probably my best bet for training. You know what I mean? I talked for a decent amount about how much I changed my code for the back end. It actually, I think is definitely more efficient as it only updates each slot as it needs updating instead of iterating through a loop, which is going to be really nice. So I think it's just going to prevent a bunch of errors that could happen later. I do intend to animate the health bar at some point. I just need to get around to that. And figure out a way to differentiate between switching slots and whatnot. Whether or not it's a swap or actually taking damage. I mean, I really lost all my games yesterday when I was playing some Magic. I was trying to go Smallpox and it was so much fun, but not very good. I have to work on the deck a bit more. Let's see here. Great Ball, go! I need to catch as many Pokemon as I can. Because starting this process after I beat the Elite Four is gonna end up taking a lot longer than if I just start doing things along the way. Alrighty then. Rockonaut definitely needs the levels. There's a Blaziken! Go, Water Gun! Actually, let's switch in T for Thunder Wave. Go for it, T! And Thunder Wave. Even better. Low HP, paralyzed. This should be a decently easy catch, I think. No! Come on, Great Ball. I did it. I caught the Blaziken. What should I name Blaziken? I don't have any good names for it. Anyone? I don't think anyone's viewing. My view count is low. I'm just gonna skip around. In fact, I'll make the executive decision that unless anyone is already actively in chat, by the time I catch a Pokemon, they won't get the chance to actually name anything. That way I can just pay attention to see if anyone's actually chatting or not. Instead of the actual viewer count, which is never really accurate. Do a Diglett. Go, Water Gun. This really is a decent place to train. Unfortunately, training's gonna go slow, I think. I mean, in the interest of talking about programming like the alert's telling me to, the alert program I keep intending to add in a sound effect for when it pops up, which is a super easy thing to do, I just haven't gotten around to it. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I've been considering writing a piece of code that lets me just hit a button on my keyboard to level up my Pokemon. I'm pretty sure that should be fairly easy to implement as well. It's just, again, not something I've had time for. After all, I've been expanding fake Twitch chat comments, as well as the amount of usernames in there. I did a full back-end kind of refactoring of my party display script, which is why there's probably still going to be the occasional glitch in it. I need to figure out which value associates with the Pokemon's gender in there so I can actually display the icon for it instead of just having the letter M. So much to do, not enough time, would love more time, have to work. Basically, there's a TLDR. Let's get rid of the Diglett. Go! Water Gun! I really do like my random alerts program because at least it gives me something to focus on for a while. It wasn't really that hard to program, and there's definitely a lot more I can add to give it some more flair. And is definitely going to be a good means to attract people and keep people engaged in the stream if anyone ever decides to stay and show up and stay. But I'd assume this is going to take a while and be a long endeavor before I even get another person. Honestly, I'm thinking about removing that topic right there. After all, I find it hard to focus on talking about something like that just on my own. Anyway. But regardless, if anyone wants to chat about the alerts that also come up, that is also a possibility. I do think it is something interesting that does help, or it could help, as long as someone's watching whenever the alerts finally pop up. They're both frequent and infrequent at the same time. That's just the nature of it being randomized. Go, Croconaw! We will use Bite. Even better, they can't harden. Cascoon has been taken care of. It says for me to spin around, I can do that. Almost done. That was a slow spin. Croconaw, you shall be well, I was gonna say Croconaw shall be defeated, but that's my Croconaw. I don't want it to be defeated. Not sing anything but sing. Go. Fight. There is nothing. Yay, Croconaw, you woke up. You even got a critical hit. That's totally worth it. Tell a joke about anything. Well, I've said this joke a few times before, but no one's really watching. So I'll tell it again. The biggest joke is the view count. Non-existent, basically. Alright. More experience points. This is going slowly. What was I gonna do? Right, I was gonna do this. It did nothing. Let's see here. Water gun. Actually, I think Bite was doing better. Yo, Bite! They're about the same. Actually, I don't remember. Does Centric get pickup? If so, I may swap it into the party. That sad moment when pickup gets better the higher level your Pokemon is. But to do that, you're probably going to give it the experience share. But giving it the experience share means it's not going to pick up any items. Yo, water gun. Let's go back to the Pokemon Center. Because I wanted to check to see if Centric has pickup and I need to heal. Yeah, really, I haven't watched many anime recently. Ooh, Rock Smash encounter. It's a Kingdra. I like Kingdra. I also don't have a water type on the team, but I do have a dragon type, so... Let's swap into Scythe. Mr. T. Or Mrs. T. Or just T. Need to get a Thunder Wave off. And I do actually have a water type on the team, I just remembered. Thunder Wave. Not Bubble. It has a possibility of lowering my speed. And I swapped to the wrong Pokemon. This Kingdra's only level 9. I need to send Scyther out. False Swipe! Because I only have a few Great Balls left. Probably it's like 2 or 3, isn't it? 2. I have 2 chances to catch a Pokemon that's both paralyzed and at 1 HP. And that didn't work. And Great Ball, go! I failed. Well, there goes the Kingdra. If I don't miss a 95 accuracy move. Go on, cut! Perfect! Let's hit refresh. There's currently 173 viewers for Pokemon Emerald. Hopefully some of them can come my way and talk in the chat. I'm trying my best out here, but I'm also boring on my own. At least I'm fairly certain that's what it is. Let's heal up. Still, I'm kind of hoping that my stream overlay stuff is enough interest to draw people in. Otherwise, you know, it's just kind of me talking to myself, doing nothing. Anyway, let's center it. Summary. Got Runaway. I was gonna check the ability of that Kingdra, but I failed to catch it, so that's not something. I think it's Blaze, yep. Let's actually just check this. Summary. Perfect. I've made my decision. Let's try and hatch the egg. I forget how far this can go on its own. It's a very long stretch. Perfect. I just want to hatch the why not egg. I mean, what could possibly be in it? Oh look, a why not. Who could have guessed? Probably should have randomized the egg if I could. I have a good name for why not. It's why not because. Time to put the why not in the box. Let's go. Move Pokemon. Blaziken, what are your moves? What is Blaziken's level up learn set? Honestly, let's check that out. And by let's check that out, I mean I'm doing it off screen, but I'm still just kind of looking at it. Blaziken learns double kick in a few levels, which is all I'm really looking for. I could teach a bulk up if I need to. So yes, Blaziken can go on the team. Alrighty then. So I'll move Blaziken. Whoops. Come on. With why not? And why not is number 360. So that can go right here. Whoops. I need to make sure I'm set on box 14 for everything to dump into. There we go. Let's go Pokemon. Blaziken, switch. And the Pokemon art. I will... Have I sold my nuggets yet? I think I have. The answer is yes. I'll buy myself 30 Great Balls. I don't have enough for 30 Great Balls. I'll buy 25. I've bought so many, basically so many Pokeballs. It's because some Pokemon are really hard to catch. Alright. Let's go into this patch of grass. Actually, a fighting type against a Latios is not the best idea. I do know for a fact it has a Psychic type move. And I, in fact, have no good moves for it. Let's send in Spike. Should be a decent enough free switch. Go! Pin Missile! I'm really not far in the game, and I've been doing this for 7 days. Then again, I'm not speedrunning. This is more just kind of a casual thing to do. I anticipate this could take over a month, even. But who knows? I should probably swap back into Spike. Pokemon facts. I mean, how about that Latios is one of the few legendaries with a gender on it. In fact, that happens when they do that for legendaries. It's all set ones. Like Latios is female, Heatran is always male, Cresselia is female, stuff like that. At least that's the fact I'm going with for that prompt. If anyone else wants to post Pokemon facts, they're more than welcome to. Let's go ahead and swap again, because I keep forgetting to change Patch of Grass. I really do need to get Blaziken to at least level 27. And 27 is because that's just roughly what the levels of the Pokemon in the gym are. Actually, do I have that enabled? I kind of just want to enable that. So here, that does not do what I want it to. Now let's look it up. We'll do this. We will do this here. Like so. Because honestly, I don't like grinding. And I think it'll make for boring content. So now that that's set, I can actually swap my party members around without anything being too under leveled. I'm gonna say 25 right now. I can elevate my Pokemon to at least 25. Whoops, that's not what I'm looking for. Let's go ahead and grab them all. All of them. Whoops. Yeah, if you hold the sidebar, you can do 10 at a time. Anyway. Since some of my Pokemon are over 25, that is helpful. And I don't know if anyone's watching. Comment if you are, but I'm gonna speed through this. Just so that, whoops. I'll scratch and learn double kick, fine. And I need to learn peck. There we go. Almost there. Sand attack. Honestly, focus energy is worse. There we go. Blaziken is now 25. Croconaw shall be now 25. Whoops. I'm not done yet. Dragonite needs to get to 25. Dragon Rage. Sure. At least a decent move. Or better than what it's got. And there we go. Now everything is set. I will use this route to make it to the gym. Whee! I don't know if I can use strength yet, actually. Was that a 4th gym thing? Probably is. Regardless. I don't think I have a strength user at the moment. I will give it to T. Get rid of Rap. That's actually a decent move. I like having strength this early on in the game. Oh no, a Murkrow! Go, double kick! A joke about Pokemon. Did you know that Trubbish is not rubbish? I think that one was good enough. I think it qualifies. If you don't think it qualifies, tell me in chat. With a Pokemon joke of your own. Yes, I'm farming engagement. And by that I mean no one's watching anyway. But you could be watching. And that's all that matters, the possibility someone is watching. Alright, I made it through. Now to go through the forest. It'll be so great once I get Fly. And Surf. That'll really open things up. Quick trip through the forest, alright. She already got the Alakazam here. Let's do this. Back to the gym. Do I have anything good to take revenge with? I don't know. And also, I don't remember if I looked it up, but what is Dragonite's Gen 3 level up set? Boom, dragons. Dragonite. It'll learn Slam, which is useless for it. And eventually Wing Attack at 55, which is really bad. But Outrage at 61 isn't too bad. Alrighty then. I'll go to Pokemon. Let's see. Only Scyther was level 30, but I can't break what I said, which is to only level up using rare candies to 25, and that any excess experience other Pokemon might have, I won't count against it. It's just more of a catch-up kind of thing going. Go, Croconaw! Water Gun! Rage! I think Croconaw may end up fainting after the next attack. I figured as much. Alakazam, go! Psybeam! Ooh, now it's gonna outspeed me. But not before they use a potion, so I have a good chance to use Psybeam. And actually, T is a decent level now, and I taught it Strength, so... both of those factors are gonna make this fight guaranteed, at the very least. And they crit me, of course they did. Revenge! Revenge! Strength. I did it. In fact, I'm going to swap Blaziken to the front, and I will go ahead and take the experience share and put it on Scyther. All the rare candies. But Scyther's too high levels for me to actually try and up it. Go! I'm going to try and keep the max level I give with rare candies lower than what I can expect to see. At least add some tension to the gameplay, you know? Alright, go double kick. I'll just hit it with a peck. Man, these gym trainers come packing hyper potions. It just makes it annoying. Haha! I have a feeling that even at 25, the gym's gonna be fairly difficult. Then again, I could probably Thunderwave cheese it. At the very least, it should be helpful. The program has spoken. Time to spin. Double kick. Ooh, Swords Dance. That's gonna be painful if I don't kill it. Especially since it's naturally faster than me, apparently. You know, I can actually expect a Hyper Potion. Called it. Ooh, and a critical hit. That makes things even better. Ba-dun, dun, 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 dun. Yes, I'll go through that door. So it says. Anyway, let's head back. And back. And back. And defense room. I still like beating all the gym trainers. This Wigglytuff would be so much harder in the remakes because it has part fairy typing then, but now it's just a pure normal type. That being said, probably gonna use defense curl and that's gonna be annoying. And I knew it was defense curl because that's like the only defense boosting move it has. Go, double kick. I think I have a decent shot at critting since it hits twice. At the very least, I didn't even need it, so that's pretty good. I really just want Scyther to hit level 30, then it finally comes into its own. Let's go through here. I've already gone to the strength room, I think I just wanted to unlock the door. And we have the one-hit KO room. Hopefully I can one-hit KO. It's a Vigoroth. Go, double kick. Yeah, Slash definitely has a high crit chance. They're probably gonna Hyper Potion, because that's all these gym trainers do. I'm actually much happier doing this than trying to grind up my Pokemon's levels for several hours. Because I'm pretty sure it would definitely take several hours. There we go. That's another entrance to the gym. I've already gone both directions there. Let's go ahead and heal up before taking on the other half of the gym. Heals! After all, I think double kick was also fairly low on power points. Although not terribly low. There we go. The accuracy room. That could be similar to the one-hit KO room, honestly. Dun, 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 dun. Oh yeah, they could always just use an X accuracy and then try and sing me to death. That is always a possibility. Fortunately, I got the KO. And a level up. Even on Scyther, not bad. And my program looks like it has yet to break again, so that's also a net positive. Yes, I'll go check out the defense room, but I've already beaten it. And the recovery room. Yeah, I don't really like this gym layout because I like fighting everything and it just takes a while to go through the whole gym. Although Slackoth isn't that defensive, so you'll probably just one-shot it. Or two-shot it, depending on your perspective. Blaziken, you've done it! Not another joke about lemons. Why? Why? I've already been through the hit KO room, right? Anyway, if anyone's watching, they can just make a comment about a lemon joke. Because I'm out of lemon jokes. Anyway, this fight's possibly gonna go poorly. After all, I'm not using Protect strats, and I'm still technically underleveled. Go, double kick! I will attempt to KO the Vigoroth. I mean, what's a good programming topic right now? I mean, fake Twitch chat just reads in text, a text file, so I don't know if there's anything interesting to talk about there. I just update the text files with more comments as I make them. I'm just, you know, trying to hang out, do better. If anyone wants to comment how boring I am, you can also comment that. After all, I don't think there is much emotion in the voice, so, you know, that's just a thing that happens. I would be more enthused if there were people to interact with. Let's send out Scyther. Cut. That did nothing. But I was faster, so... let's use Wing Attack. It's a good thing the Lightning doesn't have extreme speed. Or a Citrus Berry. Alright, this was my plan all along. It's a Slacking. I will go ahead and hit it with a Thunder Wave. Although I think that's going to boost the Facade. So if it ever does get to make a move, that is going to be unfortunate. But I think just having it paralyzed is good. And it didn't even bother about his paralysis. I still think I generally have this fight in the bag. Go Leech Seed. After all, the passive drain from Leech Seed is going to be worth it. Let's just hit it with a Pin Missile. Any damage is good damage. Only 3 hits. I'm surprised that it did such few damage to me. Oh, so it does have a Citrus Berry. Back up to full health. So the instructions say. I got 1 growth off. Let's go ahead and just trigger another one, because I know they're going to use a potion the next turn or so. Yep. This is potion turn. I don't think I've seen the Slacking get paralyzed yet, though. That may be a buff I would give to the Truant ability, is instead of just being an objectively bad ability, make it also unaffected by paralysis. You know, we still have Limber for that as the one with the downside, but like... I like the idea that Slacking can beat paralysis. I don't really know what would be a good Pokemon fact. Victini is the only Pokemon with Pokedex number of 0 in just local Pokedex. I don't know why that's necessary. I don't know why they did that, but I guess that is something that has happened. Alright, I got the paralysis chance. Cacturne, you're doing so well against this Slacking. Even a critical hit. This battle went better than I thought, even though, you know, Blaziken and T died, and I just realized I don't have to keep my hand on the head anymore because it was the Pokemon fact prompt that came up. And no one was there to correct me. How dare you. Oh well. I now have the badge. And finally I get a decent water move. I'll wait till I get to the next gym before I decide on the next kind of level cap. But for now, I'll level up my Pokemon naturally. I've been stolen. Give me Surf. I'm mugging you. Give it to me. It is mine. Surf. Crocodile. I no longer need water gun. Now Crocodile has decent move. Now if it evolves into a Feraligatr, it'll actually have decent stats. Time to level up. Not level up, heal up. No one comment on my mistakes. Bum bum bum. There we go. What's my next destination? Well, I mean, it's certainly not Tuesday. I made a similar joke before, but I'll go with that one. Oops. Alakazam! I know exactly the route I want to take. Because this, the map for this game is actually fairly well developed, so you can always get somewhere fairly easily as you progress through the game. So you just need to go this way, and you don't often end up in this route, but you can always surf it. Actually, let's do this. No, I want Scyther as well. Let's get a double battle going. That's gonna be fun. Especially when Scyther hits level 30. I'm going to absorb the Marill, and then use Steel Wing on the Tentacool. And I miss. Of course I do. And these Pokemon aren't all that high level right now. Go, absorb! Steel Wing! Hey, I got the defense up, even though it doesn't matter. I just wanted to do the double battle. I don't know why they gave them level 15s when you have to have essentially close to level 30s by the time you get to this point where you can surf. Anyway, this takes me all the way here. Next up, I can take Cycling Road as a route with no encounters. Flawless. Oh man, I'm really bad at doing things on the fly at the moment. Must be because I don't have the 6th gym badge. Honestly, I can't believe I made that one up. I think I'm getting better at this. It's just gonna take time. And I'm on the route I need to be on. Hooray, a good rod! And the reporters. Dun 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 dun. Probably should have swapped Blaziken in because I know they have a steel type. And just having Loudred is also something I probably should have known. Anyway, what else was there? Magic the Gathering. Park set is awesome. Gotta upgrade my dragon deck. Maybe there's a dragon deck I could play in Modern, that'd be fun. But I don't know. Maybe I should look it up while I'm just mashing the A button through this fight. There is none listed. Well, that doesn't mean there's no decks with dragons in it, it's just not generically a dragon deck. I've always wanted to do something like a Rakdos Heartless Summoning Dragon deck. You know, I never really checked if there were any good dragons in the right mana curve for it in the set. Well, need some water. Alrighty then. Do that. Oh yeah, Hellgate is definitely in the mana curve for that I'm looking for. Is there anything else? It does not look like it. At least not in red. The other thing I was looking at was it being Rakdos, so I can check black. Scavenger Regent actually works. What else? I don't think there's anything else in this set that would work for the deck I'm looking at. Brewing. And the deck would be terrible anyway. Anyway, what should I tell the reporters? I will tell them enough. Perfect. And a fisherman. Whoops, I don't need to surf. I want to talk to fisherman. It's a tentacool. Why is it that most water types in the game that I've fought are part poison? But if you think about it, it's because they're all tentacool. What do I have that's good against tentacool? Probably just a psychic type. So you know what that means. Go, Alakazam! Infusion! There we go. It seems like things are low on viewership today. But I don't think that really changes much. I think it's because a lot of people follow other people that happen to be in the category. And less so, and I should have swapped. Oh well, let's go back to Cacturn. Basically, it's the individual that draws into the category and not the category drawing into the people. Let's go ahead and use Absorb. Which makes sense, so you just kind of want to play the games you enjoy. And then when the random people do eventually pop in, you hope to retain them. I restored a lot of health with my Absorb. Hopefully I get Mega Drain eventually. Steven, how are you? This is where in the remakes you would get your Mega Latios or Latios. Let's go and get some berries. Ooh, they're even citrus berries. Perfect. Perhaps I could rename my stream to be a bit more catchy. Let's ask the all-knowing Chatting GPT. Let's go ahead and use Pin Missile. Trying to catch all Pokemon. Pin Missile again. And I get a good title for to stream with. Alright. Let's try Pin Missile again. I don't know, let's go for Absorb. I like this one. Let's try this. Let's go for Absorb again. I'll leave that part there. Done. I'll try and update the stream title, make sure it's more entertaining every now and again. I think the stream title is probably a bit more appealing now. After all, I have had quite a bit of bad luck during the streams. I mean, I've whited out several times. Of course, a lot of that's probably because I'm not paying enough attention. After all, I just get distracted on the sidebar. Back to full health. I should probably swap out. Let's send out T. Let's tee it up. I hate you, double team. I don't know if Twister never misses. I forget if that's one of its effects. We can probably check that. It does not tell me. Let's go for strength. And of course it crit me. Of course it did. But at least I still hit. And Leech Seed will at least be passive damage and it KOs it for me. What else we got? Yes, I will need to get Fly eventually. At the very least, Absorb is neutral against a Wingull. Not Wing Attack, that'll do a lot of damage. No, that's a lot of damage. Anyway, let's keep going. Yay, finally! Perfect! Bum, 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 da, 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 bum, ba, da, 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 da. Ooh, double battle. Be a first good chance for Caesar to make a... Never mind. I'm really bad at timing. I mean, the game hates me. It's an Absol. It is absolutely going to die. And I used the wrong move. I always do. I could have just mashed A and gotten the right move. It's just a good thing Absol's not very good in this game because Dark is a special type. Actually, I have not seen Absol in Pokemon in a while. I wonder if it's in the recent games. I should look that up. I'll go to Smoggin for it. It does look like it is. In National Dex. So yes, it is not viable. It was at the bottom tiers in Scarlet, not Scarlet, Violet, Sword and Shield. Anyway, let's hit a pin missile on that pincer. People just ran at Choice Banded or Life Orbed. You know, these seem fairly generic, but the Super Luck ability is interesting enough. Oops. I forgot Pincer is a bug type and I'm quad weak to bug. Well, at least that gives Caesar a chance to shine. Go, Caesar! Steel Wing! I probably should use Wing Attack. Did my Caesar's ability change when it evolved, actually? That's probably a good thing to check. It has Swarm, so I don't think it changed. It's kinda sad, I was hoping it would get Technician. Hey, an Ultra Ball! Finally! These are trainers, right? There we go! Bum, bum, dun, 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 dun. Let's actually pay attention to what I'm doing. There we go. Alright. KO and almost KO. I need to move my experience share around. Two slashes, at least a decent move. What do I want to get rid of it? I would like to get rid of cut at some point, but gonna have to give up on slash now. My Caesar has Steel Wing, doesn't it? That'll be a decent stab move for it, honestly. But I can get rid of Wing Attack. I should have gotten rid of Wing Attack. That's what I should have done. Time to go pillage all these berries. Ravage the earth. I will use Wing Attack since I still have it. Aha! I'm glad I kept Wing Attack for now. Next gym though is going to be flying types. That means I need electric or ice type moves. I do have an answer for that, but I would like an ice type move actually. Altaria could be an issue. What should I do to get an ice type move? Well, I'll be honest, I'm probably going to end up swapping Cacturne out of the party. As much as I love Cacturne, it's kind of the weakest link in the party, I guess is the best way to put it. I don't think it's going to keep up. And I think that mostly has to do with its weak move pool at the moment, as well as its typing. Come to think of it, I do have a good idea for my team. I'll need to go back to the Pokemon Center though once I've finished pillaging all these berries. Almost there. And lastly, these people have berries that I can mug from them. Another Pokemon joke. Well, I mean HMs, but that's besides the point. What should I tell them? Bag. Where is it? I think I got a good one. Come on, there we are. Bag sad. The bag is sad. Citrus berry, that's not very good. And the TV. In search of trainers. Found 118 and new kind of field. Blah blah blah. You've battled me before. Blah blah blah. Best way to determine how strong a trainer is battle. Blah blah blah. Why flatten them? Of course. And a marvelous sight. Pin missile was the last move. Pin missile is a sign of friendship, apparently. And then at the end, I said enough. Sounds about right. Let's head to the Pokemon Center. Ooh, a wild encounter. What could it be? A Typhlosion. I actually don't need a Typhlosion right now. Let's just run from the fight. And by don't need, I mean I'm not willing to fight for it. Even though it's going in into the box, I'm gonna get healed anyway. I'm just gonna heal at the center. I'm always changing up my party in this playthrough. Let's go ahead and move some Pokemon around. We'll start with putting Cacturne away. Whoops. And Croconaw, you can also go away. I'll sort that later. I would like to put Seal, who is legitimately about the same level as I want it to be. Lastly, after Seal, I would like an electric type Did I catch any interesting ones? The answer, I think, is no. The only electric type I have is Plusle, and Plusle is not very strong. So instead, I'll just add a random Pokemon onto the team. What would be a good random Pokemon? Girafarig is an interesting Pokemon. No. I don't know, let's take Gulpin. There we go. And just feed some rare candies to them. And let's also make this quick. This may take a minute. But probably no more than a minute. Actually, Amnesia is a decent move to learn. I don't care about Poison Gas. Yeah, someone in chat, talk about Magic the Gathering. Oops, I did not want to learn that. Alright, now all my Pokemon are at the right level. I need to go back to my bag and use the best HM ever conceived on my seal. Welcome back in the team. I will lose Growl. And if I look it up, Seal evolves at what level? Because I honestly don't know. There we are, Seal's right here. At 34, that's still a ways away. But at least it's got decent moveset now. Let's, bag. Not bag. Caesar, item, take. Item, give. Experience share. There we go. Now to actually go through this route. Curlia! Curl of Leah. I think Steel Wing should do decent. It is a fairly high-powered steel move, so I get stabbed. If I were to reintroduce Steel Wing into the game, which I don't know if it was even taken out to begin with, I would make it a 60 power move with 100 accuracy. And then slightly boost the chance to raise defense. That would probably keep it in line with power creep. Make it 60 because of Technician, 100 accuracy because anything less than that is worthless. Hyper Potion! Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, Sableye! I like Sableye. I've never used a Mega Sableye though. Let's hit it with a wing attack. We'll do that next turn. I'll hit it with the second one. And it knows Detect, of course it does. We'll hit it with a wing attack. Fight this trainer. It's not a trainer, alright. He's just there to give instructions about this grass. You know, I will not insist upon fighting these trainers. It's just a pain. Actually, I think you get fly once you fight the your rival around here. I wish you could ride your bike through rough terrain. There we go. Citrus berries got. That's all that. Back on the bike. And a trainer, of course. Right, I have to go through the Weather Institute before I fight the rival. Anyway, it's not going to be too bad. I just need to make sure approval level's up enough. And that's just by fighting whatever I can, because I gave it the experience share. As you can clearly see, I've updated my party program to actually show if Pokemon's holding an item, and more specifically, to even display the experience share if that is the item that they're holding. It's a little quality of life I'm glad I added in. But I wish I had more time to work on the program itself. There we go, level 32. I should probably get levels on other Pokemon. But considering the way I'm structuring my rare candy level cap, it's probably best just to shove all the experience onto one Pokemon. That way I at least have one Pokemon that's above level. Well, fire types aren't any good out here right now, it's all raining. Yes, username goes here. I will not stop petting the toaster. There we go, wing attack. I beat the trainer. There we go. I wish I could ride the bike in the grass. Ooh, double battle. Who do I want to use? I don't fight with T enough. There we go. Yep. I wish I knew the secret to drawing people in to at least glance at the stream. Maybe even post in the chat. Or if there is a secret, or if it's just random chance, you kinda roll the dice as you go on. I think it's mostly random chance. You just wait for someone to pop in and start talking. You probably hedge your bets by at least playing a more popular game. Or going into a more popular topic. But I'm kind of dedicated going through this to catch them all at the moment. Although I may have a segment in the middle of the stream doing something else if I feel like it. Or maybe I could finish the stream doing something else. After all, I can just do what I want, especially if no one's holding me to it. After all, no one's watching. Hyper Potion. Are there trainers this way? The answer is yes. Ooh, Latios. I like Latios. I bet it's gonna use Memento on me. Or is that just something that Latios does? It's annoying that it has Safeguard, though. You know, I wonder if Doubles has room for Safeguard in VGC right now. Or if the move even exists at the moment. It's possible it doesn't. Because after all, sleep is one of the most prevalent statuses that you're trying to hedge against. Let's go grab this item. Snore of Lax. Go, cut. That is nothing. Honestly, I'm just gonna run from this fight. It has leftovers. You know what that means. It's time for Steel Wing. I need to catch the Snorlax to get his leftovers. Such a good item to have. And a critical. Never mind, this isn't happening. The game hates me. An elixir. And then this should be a double battle. Oh no, I mean, I didn't see that guy hiding behind that fake rock. Well, the Slugma is going to be an issue. It has a fire type move. Let's go ahead and wing attack. And I need to tell a joke about anything. There once was a man named Gold Roger, and he was king of the pirates. Alright, the wing attack hit. I was worried after that double team. And scoffing. I think I'll go Steel Wing into Strength. See if I can just get more one-hit KOs going. Shame. 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 Ooh, defense boost. I will talk about the or something. Someone mentioned in chat what their favorite anime is. Do it now. Do it loud. Oh, no one's doing it, alright. Steel Wing, Strength. Anything interesting around here? Another trainer. And then here. I will go ahead and do this. Oops. Alright, I'll leave it to someone in chat to talk about programming. I am actually going to go ahead and got to do something really quick, so I will go ahead and leave this to people. All right. And I'm back. Not that anyone popped in, probably. Be kind of sad if people popped in and I was gone at that moment. Anyway, I grabbed myself some popcorn. I'm gonna mute. Alright, that was a good snack. Let's go ahead and turn things back on. There we go. It's not like I missed out on anyone popping in or out. Let's go ahead and double kick. Gotta get experience on Blaziken. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I'll just use Ember or something. Go, Ember. What would be a good thing around anime to talk about? I mean, I've been needing to rewatch Naruto. That's always a good one. Yeah, I think last time I attempted to rewatch it, I got up to the forest in the tuning exams. One of my favorite fights in the show is definitely early on, Neji versus Naruto. That was a fun one. Anyone have any other opinions on that? Of course no one does. I say that, but there's still a delay, so who knows? People can talk about something interesting, and I would never... Well, I have to keep myself interesting, and I'm not very good at that. So I will instead... Where is it? Right here. That's not correct. It is one that's still active. Here. There we go. Maybe that'll help. Let's do that and that. Let's go ahead and fight the boss of the Weather Institute. You know, with a mortally wounded Blaziken. This could not end anything other than positively, am I right? Oh, and approval's already made it to the 27. That's not bad. Oh, it's the rough skin that's been killing me. Good to know. I forgot Carvana has rough skin. Rough skin's actually a very good ability. The biggest issue that the ability has is that it's usually given to Pokemon that are more frail, so they're less inclined to proc it all that often. Let's send out Caesar. I think the tankiest Pokemon with rough skin is probably Garchomp, which is why it sees the most play. The instructions have spoken. Steel Wing, go! Ooh, Swagger. That means if I don't hurt myself, I'll hit you harder. Yeah, Swagger is one of those moves that's both good and bad, increasingly so over Confuse Ray. After all, it boosts your attack so you hurt yourself more, but also if your attack hits, you hurt them more. But you can also mitigate that effect by using it on like a special attacker. That's why Swagger, I think, was banned competitively for a while. Or it was in Smogon tiers. In terms of VGC, I doubt they did anything. Come on, give me the cast form. Hooray, cast form! I wish cast form was better. I will not give a nickname to the cast form. You know, I'm actually fairly close to the name raider. I just gotta beat the next gym. In fact, I could probably just look up the next gym levels and try and just bump my cap to that. But not until I get to the city. Item! Perfect. I don't know if I wasn't paying attention or not. Well, never mind then. I still have to keep it on. And I forgot to heal. Lots of forgetfulness. Oh well, I think I could still take the fight. After all, they only have 3 Pokemon. I do, however, not have an electric type. That being said, I think T is a good matchup. Unless that Pelipper knows like Ice Beam. That would require the team to be built well. Nope, strength is not as good as I was hoping it would do. Then again, I am 4 levels under, so... I think I'll say... Man, 3 times in a row? Anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm thinking I'm going to, that the cap for the next gym will be like 34. It'll be an odd number, but I think it'll be fine. Let's hit it with the strength. And actually, let's instead look at the game. Go strength. Click Emerald. 0 gym leaders. Yep. Cerebee's got all the information I want. The highest level for the gym leader is 33. So I will cap at 30. 34 would have put me well ahead, so that's not good. I still want to be at least a couple levels lower than their highest Pokemon. At least through use of rare candies. If I'm naturally that much higher level, so be it. I don't have any good moves against the Combustion, so I'll just use Strength more. I forget, is Dragon physical or special? Doesn't matter. Let's just deal 40 damage. Let's do it again. Hooray! And a Lombre. Ooh, Caesar will be good for that. I can use Wing Attack. Also, Gulpin would have been decent as well, because Poison is still good against Lombre. Fake Out is one of the best moves they've ever created. Yeah, now that Caesar is a Caesar instead of a Scyther, it's much tankier. Still waiting for that next instruction. Hopefully it's not 4 times in a row. I wonder when I get to buy Ultra Balls. Probably soon, I would hope. And it's Scott. Let's see if T can learn fly. Yep, I'll use fly. T can in fact learn it, alright. And I will get rid of Twister. And learn fly. That'll be good for when I try and catch Pokemon later. I missed the double battle. Oh well, I'm still not healing, so that's on me. The main Etrick. Pokemon. T, go! Let's go ahead and test out your new move. Go, fly! Ooh, attack game. It's pretty good. That did not do much damage. I have a hunch that strength will probably KO though. Hooray! But static got me. This is why I usually stock up on paralyzed heals. I do not care about learning rest. It is a good move though. Especially if you have the hydration ability. Gosh darn it. Gee Willikers, Batman. Time to send out Alakazam. You know, I have that sidebar right there showing me all my Pokemon and their HP and all that. And I still forget a heal. Maybe it's because it's so blatantly there that I just don't think about it. Whereas if you don't normally see it, it's more of a mystery, so you try and remember what you can. It's been a while since the last instructions come through. We'll figure it out. Go, confusion! If only Alakazam could learn a non-psychic move, it wouldn't be walled by dark types. Which are fairly prevalent throughout the game. After all, you got Carvana, Sharpedo, as well as other Pokemon like Cacturne, although you don't see it that often. There's also Absol, Murkrow. Of course, Murkrow's not going to be seen that often either. Nor is Absol, really. This is a randomizer after all. Healing! Let's do this! You know, I think I'm gonna leave that one trainer there on their own. Just because I think it would be funny if I'm trying to get a Pokemon and I get a random weak encounter later. I assume Kecleon is part of the random encounter list, so I don't need to catch one. But I do, however, need to get the lens. It's you two. These two. My ultimate game rivals. The news. It's a good thing I got Blaziken out, though. Go, double kick. And side beam. I think I'm high enough level. Not quite. But it doesn't matter, I can just swap move targets or whatever. Astonish would have done better on Alakazam. It is, after all, weak to it. Hooray, new topic. Joke about lemons. Someone in chat, joke about lemons. Do it. The prompt commands you. What should I tell them? It was child's play. Let's do it. Let's see, I can't be on my bike for this. It's a weeping bell. Let's weep at the bell. Ember. Man, I just told a Pokemon joke and now prompting me to tell a joke. What's another one? Have you seen the Zor? I have a seal of approval. Let's fight. Bum 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 bum. What should I use? Ember, probably, even though it's probably resisted. Of course the Sing hits. A 55% accurate move. Then again, that's about the percent chance that I have to have a prompt every minute. Go, Ember. Hopefully it doesn't put me to sleep again. Can you imagine if Safeguard affected the whole field? And I just realized why Safeguard isn't really used anymore. If you really wanted to, you'd probably do something like electric terrain, which I think it is. That prevents your Pokemon from getting put to sleep. And even that's not seen all that much play, despite it. Alright, show me the Pokemon. Kecleon! Kecleon got a buff when it gained Protean, but it's still not a very good Pokemon. Ah, perfect. My Pokemon joke of this moment is Kecleon. Anyway, let's go swap into T. Dun, 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 dun. Thunderwave. You know, I don't believe in Kecleon's health pool is that good. I will, however, swap over to Caesar and ensure that I have the best possible odds. After all, I just kind of want to catch this Kecleon. False Swipe. Not quite. I still can take quite a few hits. Perfect. Now that I have the best possible odds, aside from using a Ultra Ball, or a Mash Ball really, let's see if the Ultra Ball catches it. It's probably a bit of a waste of an Ultra Ball, honestly. Any comments? Who wants to name it? Anyone? Too late. You have to have been in comment chat already. And it went to a box that I didn't want it to go to. That'll make sorting a pain later. I'll deal with it. Let's go ahead and go up and around. Whoa, Buffet! Let's run away, and it's got Shadow Tag. Let's hit it with an Ember. Phew. Ember. Let's hit it with an Ember. Pretty sure it knows Mirror Coat, so that's gonna be a thing. Good thing Shadow Tag doesn't stop running when there's no Pokemon out. And I skipped this trainer. It was the surprise. No way! Parasol Trainer? They have a poison type. Let's use Confusion. What is a good conversation topic? I can't believe I got critted. My Pokemon are dropping like flies. Go, Strength. And a Wilmer. There's not much better Pokemon I have in my party at the moment. Because I took out my Grass type. I do eventually need an Electric type on the team though. Well, I guess I have to. Go, Strength! Let's just ride the bike all the way to the Fortree City. Time to heal. About to enter one of my favorite gym puzzles of all time. And I do mean that. Unfortunately, I'm not good at designing puzzles, so even though I like the concept, I probably couldn't make a good enough game around it. Let's go down. Fortree City would be so much fun to live in. Just live in the tree huts. Oh, right. I suppose I don't think there's any roadblocks, so technically I could just advance to the next route and everything if I wanted to. I could kind of skip this place. Look at this. You can just do what you want with that first one. Let's go ahead and just fight the trainer. Bum bum ba dun dun. I'm actually gonna swap hands. Haha, throwing hands. Right, I was gonna put approval in front. And also use my rare candies. I'll do that for when I have both hands. Five times, that took a while. True critical hit, even better. Yes, I will teach a bulk up. That'll be a very good move to have. I don't care about sand attack. Although sand attack is actually decent. I have a new appreciation for it from when I did my playthrough of Pokemon Red. Of course, accuracy drops worked very differently in that game. They were much more powerful. Do this double battle. Bum 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 bum. It's a Doduo and a Swablu. What do I got? Double kick's not really worth it. I'll just use Ember there and Confusion here. Because why not? Although Psybeam may have been the better use. Does not look like it'll matter. Never mind, the sleep does matter though. Let's Ember the Doduo and confuse the Swablu. Of course that would happen. I knew it would. They never wake up the first turn. Or at least, I don't think they do. 138 experience. Yay! I can free my hand. Someone talk about programming. I'm getting tired of my own topics. And I meant to use Psybeam on the Swablu so I can't get stung to death anymore. I should have swapped the move over. Haha! I don't intend to status you. Actually, Psybeam is no longer necessary. Confusion! These trainers have a lot of Pokemon. Let's check this out again. Yep, it looks like view count for Pokemon Emerald has definitely bolstered a bit, but no one has dropped down into my stream, unfortunately. I'm sure it'll happen eventually, it's just not right now. Let's use Ember on the Tropius, and Confusion, and Psybeam on the Swablu. I don't know what makes for a good Pokemon stream. If anyone wants to mention something, they're more than welcome to. Go Ember and Psybeam. Let's see, actually I just refreshed this. Let's scroll down a bit. Man, I'm really doing bad. Actually, I'm not even showing up, am I? Or am I actually higher up than I think, and my display is not actually displaying what it should be. No, I think I'm just not showing up for some reason. Let's refresh it. Do I show up? I'm just trying to look at everyone who's actively playing the game right now. Bum-ba-dum, bum-ba-dum. And yeah, I'm not showing up. Unless I'm really high up on there. I don't see myself. Are they not even advertising my stream anymore? Am I somehow offline? No, I should still be going. Ba-dum-dum. Someone, list out a Pokemon fact. Do it now. Do it loud. Let's go ahead and do this. Perfect. That's even better. Double battles are actually a lot of fun. But I'm also kind of distracted in the moment. After all, under Pokemon Emerald streams, I'm not showing up. Where am I? So confusing. Let's use Icy Wind. Yeah, I'm just seriously not there. Let's try refreshing again. Come on, I should be at the bottom of the barrel. I know where it is, but I'm not popping up. Why is that? Is it because I've been streaming for so long? What's going on? Anyone have any ideas? Anyone popping in randomly? Let's go ahead and just close that tab and actually reopen it. There we go. I will use Ember here, and then I'll just go for another Icy Wind. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not popping up under the Emerald tab. I have to wonder. Let's go over here. Refresh this. Has anyone even looked at this as well? Bit more. I can still be found, so that's something through that. But yeah, I don't seem to be showing up on the topic for some reason. So weird. Anyway, Ember again. More Icy Wind. Ba-bum. Why am I just not showing up? Am I just not under a category anymore for some reason? I will use Aurora Beam on the Pelipper. There we go. Go to my channel. You can tell that I'm streaming, alright. Let's try Aurora Beam. Hey, I commented to myself. I wonder if that'll affect anything. Anyway, let's see here. What does this do? I'm just mashing buttons right now as I'm investigating off to the side. Oh, now I'm showing back up again. Oh, and it even says 2 viewers, but I think that's because I'm looking at my own stream. That's sad. I'm gonna lose a viewer because I'm doubling up on it, I guess, somehow. Oh well. Ooh, I lost Blaze again. That's not good. I should probably close up these other excess tabs just to make sure I'm not... Well, command is given. Oop. Go, Caesar! Or did commenting myself actually draw someone into the stream? That I do not know. Perhaps. Or perhaps it just takes a while to update. I should look into making that program that I was thinking of earlier. I want it to display when someone pops into my stream. But that's more something that I want to do in my own time, rather than try and attempt to look at it on stream, because there's a lot that I don't know. And so probably do that later tonight. Someone tell a joke about lemons. Anyone? Aurora Beam. Tropius has bananas but not lemons. That was quad effective. Aurora Beam is quad super effective and it still didn't do much to the Tropius. This is probably going to be bad for my gym fight. Go, strength. Let's go look at the Emerald tab again. And strength. Am I still popping up? No, I think I just vanished again. What gives? Let's go ahead and try something. I will view my channel, but I'll also not be playing anything. And what else was I gonna do? I was going to just have this open as well, just to see if it actually updates anything. Do I count as viewing myself? That is the question. It is a question I do not know the answer to. There we go. And here we are, but I actually need to heal my Pokemon all up. I should probably, if I wanted to test this, actually go right here and just mute it. Perfect. Let's go ahead and heal up my Pokemon. Almost to the Pokemon Center. Now that I'm watching myself, the viewer count does not seem to be changing. But, so that seems to nix that, but am I at least going to show up now? I hope it does. I don't need to heal again. Let's go ahead and run through here. Let's go ahead and finish the gym puzzle, because I love this gym puzzle. Ah. It goes that. Perfect. And then I gotta just prime this one. Super easy gym puzzle, but a lot of fun nonetheless. And I was gonna start by sending Seal out. Let's do the fight. That way I can at least get a... Oh no, I was gonna say at least one gym badge in this stream. But I've already gotten another one. So, it's not too bad. And it seems like watching my own thing does not in fact grant me an extra viewer, so that was actually someone watching. Or at least I assume it was. Go, Aurora Beam, quad effectiveness. And I did not use any rare candies to bump up for this fight, unfortunately. Aurora Beam to the Aurora Beam. That's not good. I guess Seal just doesn't have the stats for this. A quad effective 65 base power move is not doing too much, even though I'm actually a couple levels higher. That is not good. The seal is doing not much damage. What else is there? Well, I mean, my program just prompted to talk about anime, so if anyone wants to comment something about related to that, you're more than welcome to. Anyway, level 32. This is gonna do no damage, isn't it? Last time I used Aurora Beam on Atropius, it only did like a third. Also, I only have a couple turns before my seal dies, so I've got to swap out. And I have no electric types. I wonder... No, Gulpin's not going to do much. Ooh. Yeah, I'll just swap into Caesar, Blaziken to tank the hit. Blaziken's probably ideal. Alrighty then. Blaziken, tank the hit for me. I wonder where my viewers are coming from, honestly. I know people are coming in, but no one's bothering to chat at all. Which makes me sad. Go, Ember! Oh, that's what's happening. They're just spamming synthesis, because of course they are. This battle could take a while if they keep spamming the one healing move they have. Oh, but they just powered up my move. Ooh. What would be a good anime to talk about? Oh, I know. That's a good topic. I have Blaziken out, so that's kind of related. If anyone's seen the anime Kiba, one of his summoned spirits is basically just a Blaziken. I find it amusing. I've always made that association. I do like that anime. Basically an anime with themes about freedom and whatnot. Very old one, though. I think it probably came out similar times to Naruto, honestly. Alright, good sunlight. Atropius was really helpful for me. There's one more hit. No! I just needed one more hit. Blaziken, why? How could you betray me like this by dying? Let's go send out T. Go, T! Go, T. He's got a beard. Strength! I only used that because I was mashing the A button. I really wanted to use Dragon Rage. Go, Dragon Rage! Hooray, level up! I will go ahead and keep T in, because T has one of the best moves that can help me in this fight. Go, Thunder Wave! That's probably going to be one of the huge saving graces in this fight. I will go ahead and use Dragon Rage. 40 damage is still 40 damage. And it could have paralyzed, but you know, it's only a 50% chance. Approval, you got this! Aurora Beam! Get the attack drop! Darn. At least I'm not part ice yet. But that's also probably part of the reason why I'm not doing that much damage. There goes the Oran Berry. At least that's only 10 HP. Better than it being a citrus berry. Alright, Altaria has been defeated. There we go, yep. I could see myself again. Wait, I beat the Altaria and there's still another Pokemon? What'd I miss? The Pelipper. Not the Pelipper. Let's just headbutt it. I could still headbutt it. My headbutt did like no damage. Oh, looks like that's heading up. Alright. I think against the Pelipper, Alakazam can do some decent chunk of damage. Go! Psybeam! Psybeam! I did it! I beat Winona! That's 2 gyms in 1 stream. Amazing what I can do when I can stream for a decent amount of time. Feather Badge! And TM40. What does TM40 belong to? Aerial Ace. That's actually a decent move. If only my Caesar had Technician. Actually, Aerial Ace on a Technician Scyther would be really good too. Anyway, I gotta go to the Pokemon Center at this point. Someone tell a joke about tacos, quickly. So the prompt doesn't go away. What would be a good taco joke? I don't know. Time to go to the next area. I think I'm gonna keep approval in the front of the party for a while. I think the experience would be worth it to evolve it into a dugong. There we go, get back on the bike. I don't know if I should cover every trainer on the way. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, I am kind of curious about something else, even more. Let's go and just keep doing that. Another taco joke. Someone tell a taco joke. Or I have an idea. Give me 1 second. Perfect. What does the GPT tell me? Why did the taco start a band? Because it had the salsa. That is not a good taco joke. But I suppose it fits the theme for the stream, so why not? Anyway, back to what I was looking at. I'm one of the few people who has 1 viewers here. There's actually just a few of them. Playing more, even more modded version of Emerald than what I'm doing. Ooh, level 33, not bad. Anyway, I do feel like I have a decent setup. Give me an anime name. What does GBT tell me to talk about? It wants me to talk about slime. But of course. I enjoyed reading that when it was just a web novel out. Back when I was in college. That was fun. I haven't really kept up with it though. I don't know how long it's going, if it's still ongoing or not, actually. Comment if you know. Another one of those things I need to have time to catch up on. And you too could help supply that time. Ooh, double battles. Did you know double battles were introduced in Gen 3? I know, right? Super awesome stuff. Let's get some double battles going. You know, I think this route is actually shorter than I always remember. Ooh, Ninkata is at least ground type. This is actually going to be an easy KO. Aurora Beam on the Ninkata and Confusion on the Metatite. Never mind, the Metatite has Detect. Because of course it does. There are just some things you don't give to the enemy in a single player game because it makes people annoyed. And that is generally recovery moves and like blocking moves like Protect and Detect. Like one of the most annoying things is in Gen 5, if you're trying to train on like, I forget the pre-evolution of Gigalith, but they have Sturdy, and that just makes it annoying. Because you need 2 hits to train on it instead of just the 1. Why, although outright disabling Sturdy on wild Pokemon would be sad because it also makes it much more interesting to catch as you can just one-shot it and then catch it, essentially. Come on, approval, you're almost there. I'll use Aurora Beam and Confusion. You know, I've tried to program on my own Pokemon game before, but I always just get lost and demotivated just because it comes in waves and then I start over. Just how it is. But if anyone's interested in watching me try and code a Pokemon game, start watching, start commenting. I'd like to hear about it. There are plenty of things I would do. Of course, the game I would make would be solely for double battles, because that's exactly what I'd be looking for. Or perhaps if you have any tips on doing turn-based battles, encoding-wise, I'm all for it. Hey, water cast form, you don't see that too often. I think cast form needs to get a stat boost in the weather as well, depending on its form. Like, could you imagine water cast form having a super high special defense? And I was hit by a thunder. I should have seen that coming. They placed this trainer in the rainy area. Cast form also likes thunder, apparently. Go! Steel Wing. And I'll use Side Beam on the Manetric. Not Paralysis. And I have Inner Focus and not Synchronize, so there's that downside. Oh, and Cast Form gotta move off. And I'm done with that topic. But if anyone else is interested in starting up a conversation on that topic, go right ahead. After all, it'd be more interesting if someone is actually interacting rather than just talking into the air. That's why I'm hoping duration equals an increase in the amount of people. Higher chance for a comment. After all, I'm doing this for the money because it's going to be so much more fun than what I currently do. It's what it's all about. Let's see. A revive. Did I just use it? I think I'll just use it. I have another one anyway. Heal. Do I have like super potions or something? No, just hyper potions, and I don't want to use those. What's up here? I rarely go into this route. Berries! They're pears! Hooray! Got the Aspear berries. They're a trainer, right? This route is simultaneously longer and shorter than I remember. But it's probably mainly because I'm also fighting a bunch of trainers. You know, approval has the experience share. I should probably just deal with it. Good thing you used the tech though. Because I would look stupid using headbutt into a ghost type. Pokémon! T. I don't really have anything good against ghost types, do I? Go! Fly! Well, that was a good choice. And they got twice in a row, of course they did. Well, I can anticipate them failing, so I'll just go for a Dragon Rage for the one turn. Since I did about half, I'll just hit it with another Dragon Rage. Go, Dragon Rage! Yay! And the maze. I forgot about the maze. Should I fight the Kecleon? I think I should fight the Kecleon. I already caught one, so I can just KO this one. What moves do I know? I know a water and ice type move, neither of which are mutually effective against each other. I'll just alternate Aurora Beam and Headbutt. Never mind. It is, however, an ice type, so I'll swap into Blaziken. I just need to get one more level on approval, and approval will finally actually have some decent stats. And by decent, I really just mean decent. Let's do this. Ember. And that was even just a critical hit, super effective, and it didn't do much. I wonder if a double kick will actually KO or not. It in fact does. But I guess Kecleon does match up well enough against multi-hit moves at least. Well, depending on the multi-hit move. There happens to be a ghost type one. Who knows? It would just die. But I guess you'd have to change Kecleon's type first to hit it with a ghost move. A dragon type one, such as Scale Shot, that would just decimate a Kecleon with color change. So close. Aurora Beam. I did it. Is that enough experience though? It is. Approval made it to level 34. I should have swapped. I don't know why I didn't. Go Caesar. What else we got? Go Wing Attack. There I am. I can see myself. Hooray! Bum 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 bum. Go, wing attack! I'm always hoping that fake Twitch chat up there keeps people invested to see what they do next. After all, they're quite insane. But the text file needs to get even longer. Evolution, let's go! Woo woo woo! Yeah! Bum bum dun 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 dun. Dugong! Now we need to catch another seal to fill up the the living deck slot in my PC. Sure, why not? I'll learn Sheer Cold. Get rid of Headbutt. Now Dugong just has the chance to just obliterate the enemy. Assuming that they're weaker than it. Nugget! That reminds me of that insane game. The one about the kindergartners and everyone getting murdered. I forget the name of that game. There was a kid named Nugget in it. Let's try this out. Go, Sheer Cold. Actually, Wobbuffet's a perfect Pokemon to use Sheer Cold on. After all, it doesn't know any inherently damaging moves. And this stops it from actually using something like Counter or Mirror Coat against me. As well as a Shadow Tag prevents me from swapping out anyway. Never! Someone in chat, quickly, talk about an anime. Quick! Satiate the RNG. This route is inherently longer than I've been remembering. I thought I was almost towards the end, yet I'm not really. Good thing I used the revive. Haha, you don't stand a chance now that Dugong has arrived. My stats are much higher. And Aurora Beam is stabbed now. It still does nothing. Although it was a resisted hit. Let's swap out. Blaziken, go! Not Bubble Beam. If only Surskit had a better special stat, that would have been bad. Heck. Let's just peck it again. Go, peck! Let's do that. I will keep out. It's a third Surskit. Not worth much experience. Lots of people on the Pokénav now. Steal the berries. All the berries. Scorched earth tactics. Takes a while to pick up all these berries. I kind of wish there was a function to just harvest the entire patch. Oops, trainer. That's not what I was looking for. Bum 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 bum. Actually, not bad. I'm going past 3-hour mark. I like it. Roar beam. Go beam. And I missed, of course. Someone tell the joke about tacos. This is not gonna end well. If only I taught aerial ace something. Hey, I actually hit. Hopefully this is a one-shot, or this could take a while. Perfect. Alright, I'll actually be back in a moment. I'm gonna go refill my water. And it looks like I forgot to put that message up. Oh well. I'm back with more water. Let's continue. Is that a trainer? And the answer is yes. This is one of my favorite places in the game. And that's because it's the Temple to Registeel, another one of my favorite Pokemon. No, not that command. I hate that one. I can't just dump it onto Twitch chat. I was gonna use Aurora Beam, but Surf is still better in this scenario. Ah. I mean, I'm still gonna use Surf. My goal for today is to at least get the stream to 4 hours. But if people start coming in and commenting, and we're having all a good time, we'll probably go longer. After all, it's like I haven't streamed at all if no one's coming in to do anything. Go surf! Hooray! And it's the same command again, of course it is. I really wish there was more diversity in that. I'll probably fix that later, add more to it. Well, anyway, that's just that section of the game done. Not done. I still have to unlock it. It's Tangela! This is one of the few instances where Aurora Beam will actually do alright. Well, that and it gets flying types, but I'm done with the flying gym already. Hooray! Let's go and use Surf to get that item. What would be a good joke about anything? I mean, I'll say it as many times as it takes till people start commenting. But the comments section is a big joke right now. Ooh, I need to set my party properly. It's a double battle. Let's go like this. Perfect. And then, yes. Perfect. Bum, bum, bum. I will use Steel Wing and Strength. That's a decent chunk of damage, honestly. And that's even more damage. And it just restored its HP, of course it did. Well, that's perfectly fine, I'll just use Fly. After all, the Dustox is probably gonna go after T. It did not. Steel is so overpowered in this generation. A good Pokemon joke. You know, I used to have 151 of them, but then the number kept going up. Yay, level 34! Double battles for the win! Bum-ba-dum, bum-ba-dum. Berries! It says to spin around, and so I shall. I have accomplished the task. Masquerain! I like Masquerain. I just wish it retained its water typing instead of becoming part flying. Because up to the point of Sun and Moon, Surskit was the only bug water type. You know, I wanted to stream for up to 4 hours at least. But I am getting more tired. And of course. Let's see. Do I have a good combination? No, I'll just use Steel Wing. Actually, it may have been better to spam cut. Never mind. A one shot's a one shot. I don't really need to send Alakazam out for this. Go, Steel Wing. Easy fight. And I think I got a lot of money now, too. I'll need it to buy Ultra Balls. Let's take a shortcut. I wonder if I'll have to deal with the Safari Zone. But anyway, I'm just trying to brute force my way over to Lily Cove City so I can heal. They even have a slacking, that's not good. Let's just do this. Good thing the slacking wasted its turn. Not Dizzy Punch, you're gonna confuse me. Steel Wing on Spindo. Strength on Slacking. Slacking's got a loaf around. Steel Wing has done me a lot of good this playthrough. Go, Steel Wing and Strength. Oh, dang it. But that's fine, I can double up on it. And defense boost, alright. Let's actually just do Steel Wing and Thunder Wave. If it can not slack off for a turn, then that's pretty good. Dun 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 dun. I want to pick up the Pokeball. I already have a Mr. Mime. Got away safely. I will ignore that Pokeball for now. Both of them. Hey, Combuskin! I can get the pre-evolution for Blaziken now. Let's run. After all, I'm just trying to get to Lily Cove City. And I just realized how big of a task it is to get every Pokemon. I maybe should have just gone for a local dex challenge instead. But this makes for more content. Gives me a longer time to prepare. Dang it, I didn't think they would change. What do they got? A Loudred? I could Steel Wing that. Steel Wing argument. Steel Wing beats everything. I've been streaming so long, I'm starting to speak over my own words, I think. There we go. Let's take it out. I don't know. Let's do something impressive like Sakamoto. Uproar! No! Now nothing can go to bed. I wonder if Uproar is a move that got removed or not. They made it slightly more powerful. It could also see play, I'd think. They just forced their own phone number on me. How dare they? And Nana Berry. Let's get on the bike. It'll be a bit faster. Finally made it. Did you know in Pokemon Sun and Moon, it is very linear. Or at least I thought it was. Perhaps people had other experiences, and I probably do need to play through those games again. Finally healed up. Let's fight this trainer. Because I'm going to be traveling through this section of the game a lot, I think. And now I at least can fly to the Lily Cove City. Go! I don't think I have a decent move, so I'll just use Cut. I don't think it makes the cut anymore. Eh? Bad pun? I bet the prompt's gonna tell me to tell a bad pun in a second. And I'll be paralyzed with fear. Alright, let's swap out, because I don't want to deal with paralysis. It's a Shiftry. Blaziken will be decent. Both Ember, Peck, and Double Kick are good against it. All of my offensive moves. I'll let you choose the Stab Double Kick, since I think Blaziken has a better physical attack. Although its special stats not too bad either. There we go. I don't know, what would be a good Pokemon fact? Wild Pokemon can annoy you often. Yep, annoy is the word I would use. Come on, I'm just trying to run. The Swellow's annoying. I probably could have KO'd it by this point. It's just asking for it. I was gonna use Sheer Cold, but the double team's gonna make that less than ideal. Someone tell a joke about lemons. Into the PC. Bum 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 bum. Another trainer to take care of. And actually, I'm running out of steam. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this trainer fight before cutting the stream. Unless someone comments in the chat beforehand. I'll give it a second, since I beat that fight a bit faster than I was expecting. In fact, I'll check the cut area. And if no one has commented by the time I find the hidden item up here, by ignoring the item finder, or should I just use the item finder? I will use it. I so rarely do. It's pointing me in this direction. And it's Nugget. Is there any others? Alright. That's the time. I'll be done with the stream for now. I may pop in again later to stream something else, but for now, Pokemon streams are done for the day.